what are forms in the part 2 of this forms chapter. So now let's get started by seeing how to create a submit button. I had created this code was of my forms part 1. For now we'll just copy this. Now I'm going to save my file. Desktop. Squaretron files YouTube. I'm going to save it as forms part 2. 2.html. Now open all the required tags. Title I'm going to give it as forms part 2. Now let's just paste what we have copied. And here we are going to see how to create a submit button. Just open input type. You need to put input type submit. And I'm going to put the name as submit. Now let's just see the result of this code. Here a submit button has come which submits the form. This because it's showing 404 not found because I put example.com login.php. You need to have a valid database for that. Okay, now the next thing is that we need to see label form controls. If you don't want to use paragraph tag, I want to type in it. You need to I'm going to take from somewhere here. You need to open the tag called label. I'm going to paste that code. Here I'm going to remove the paragraph tags and type the as label. Label. Okay. Now here I'm going to close the label tag. Let's see whether it'll work or not. You need to open and use BRs. Here, it still takes because label is mostly used for labeling form controls. No, people hardly use the paragraph tag because there's some people think that it's paragraph. So now the next thing we need to see is how to group form elements. Okay, I'm going to group the whole thing. You need to open the tag called field set. And after how much you don't want it to go set, you need to close the field set tag. Now just let's see the result of this. There's a border like thing around the what we have created. Now let's see how to type something in between of these two lines. I'm going to go to top and I'm going to open the tag called legend. Here you need to type whatever you want. I'm going to give it as your details. Here it came in the middle of these two lines. Now let's see what are input type color. BRs. Then open the tag called input type color. I'm going to give the name also as color. Here. This thing, if you click on it, it gives you the color picker. You can get the hex code, you can get the HSL code, you can get the RGB code. This is input type color. Now we'll see input type date. Going to open input type, date, name, date. Here I'm going to open label tag. Oh, I'm going to open label tag. And I'm going to close the label tag after this. And I'm going to name this as date of birth. Now let's see the result of this. I need to use a little bit BRs here. Now let's see. Here, if you click on this, it give you the way how to choose like a calendar. Okay, the next thing we need to see is that HTML form validation. If some people, if example, you're clicking enter in a page of your website with forms, you have not given password, you have not given username, you have not given anything. With some people don't know this, that's why it will take. So here you need to open the tag called required. In that you need to type required. Here, if you click submit before that, it will tell please fill out this field. Now the next thing we need to see is HTML email input. If you use input type text for email, some people will type just a name and leave it. So that's why we use input type email. Input type mail, name, mail, then email. Use a little bit BRs. Now let's see the result. If you type something in here and click submit, it will tell please fill out this field. That is because that I've put required. Now just click submit. It will take, because you should put input, not put input type mail. You should put input type email. Here, I'm just putting something here because it'll ask you to. It's still telling this because you need to put input type. That's still happening because you need to put required. Now let's see the result. I'm going to give something here for now and click submit. It will please fill out this field. I'll try to put this. It will tell please include an @ because in this @ is missing. I'll put @ and click submit. It will tell @ is incomplete. If I put Outlook, it will take. Now we are going to see input type number. I'm going to give it as number. I'm going to copy this and paste it here. Now let's see the result of it. It uses a little bit bias before seeing what it does. Here. Numbers will not let you allow text in it. Only numbers. I'm trying to type text only on it. I'm trying to put THGE. Only E takes because nothing else will take. Only E. Because it's number. Unlimited infinity means E. Here, this sidebar comes with input type number. You can hide your numerals from here. Now we'll see input type URL. Here I'm going to put URL and here I'm going to put URL. Now let's see what happens. BRs. Now here I'm going to paste it. Now let's see the result. Here, URL, if you type text in it, it will tell no. I'm just filling this because it's required. This also is required, that's why I'm just filling it. If you click submit, it will tell please enter a URL. I'm going to copy the file path on the top and paste it here. Will take. Now let us see about input type search. Input type search the database for the information you have entered. So let's try it. Here I'm going to put search. Here search. Here add a little bit BRs. Here. Input type search, if you click Puma, the side thing comes here to delete it. That is what input type search. Now let us see what is input type. Now we are going to see what our input type range is. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to give range here. And here I'm going to give range. Now let's see the result. Here. Let's add a little bit BRs here. Yeah. If you want it more, you can give here open a tag called size here. I'm going to give it as 500. This is 500. To see the numbers, how much you have, that requires JavaScript, which we are not going to do now. Now we'll see input type reset. If a user wants to reset the content which he has typed, you can use input type reset, but nobody uses it that much because it's very annoying if a user mistakenly clicks on it because all the data goes. I'll just show that. Reset. Should give input type reset. Size is not required here. Now let's see. BRs. Here, if you type something in it, click reset, it will reset the whole thing. Thank you. We have learned the full forms chapter. The next video which I'm going to upload is on extra markup of HTML. So after that, you'll learn about videos and how to add videos and audio tracks in HTML. So if you like my videos, please subscribe and keep on seeing my upcoming videos in HTML tutorials with CSS. Thank you.